Hello, my loves, and welcome back to my channel, Act Soulfully. I am Dr. Nasiah, the transformation coach. And today I want to expand on this concept of being at cause. Being at cause. And I want to make a powerful distinction that being at cause is not positive thinking. It is not positive thinking. And I'm circling back because I really, really want everybody who is listening to really get that. Now, being at cause is often misunderstood as simply adopting a positive thinking mindset, but it's so much deeper than that. Because being at cause is not about forcing yourself to see things in a positive light or denying negative experiences. Being at cause in your life is about shifting your perspective to create new possibilities for action and understanding, regardless of what the circumstances are. So it's really about seeing the same things in new ways. So positive thinking typically involves, or what people are coached to do, is focus on the bright side, really look for the silver lining, or affirm that everything is going to turn out well. And this is helpful. I won't say it's not helpful in some situations, but it can also lead to ignoring or even suppressing genuine and authentic feelings, challenges, and other complex experiences that come up when there's upset in one's life. So, in contrast, being at pause in one's life involves acknowledging the full reality of any given situation, both positive and negative aspects, without being controlled by it. And my hope is that this is landing for everyone. I hope you're tracking with me. It's about seeing the situation from a new perspective, one that is going to empower you to take responsibility for your role in it and open up all new possibilities for how you can move forward and respond. So when you're at cause, you don't just react to situations based on past experiences or habitual ways of thinking. I call this like going to your default settings. So when we're being at cause, we're not going to just go to our default settings. Instead, you're going to actively choose to view the situation from a different angle, see it in a new way. So this might involve just reframing challenges. Instead of seeing a challenge or an upset as a roadblock, you might view it as an opportunity for growth or learning. And this absolutely does not mean pretending that the challenge isn't difficult, but rather seeing it in a way that gives you power over how you respond. Seeing things in new ways involves shifting the focus. Being at cause is shifting your focus from what is happening to you to what you can do to act and respond. It's about moving from a passive stance where things are happening to you to an active stance where you create your experience through your choices. Being at cause is about creating new possibilities. You can look for new possibilities that may not have even been apparent before. This could mean seeing a conflict not just as a disagreement, but as an access, as an opportunity to build deeper understanding or connection with someone. Or seeing a failure not as a ending, but as a stepping stone in a new direction. You can see it as more clarity. So when you shift from being at effect to being at cause, there's also a shift in language and perspective that can transform how you relate to and take action in situations. And again, hear me, this is not about denying reality or putting rose colored glasses on. It's about generating new realities through the way you speak, the way you think, and the way you act. Let me give you some examples. So we'll start with work. If you're facing a tough situation at work, instead of thinking, this is just terrible, I can't stand this place, I want to get out of here, and you feel powerless, you might consider saying, this is an opportunity to show resilience and creativity. This shift in language and perspective opens up new actions and responses that wouldn't have been available if you were stuck in the at effect mindset. Being at cause empowers you because it gives you the freedom to choose your perspective and consequently your actions. It's about understanding that while you may not control everything that happens to you, you always have a say in how you relate and respond to it. This mindset shift is not about ignoring the difficulties. I cannot emphasize that enough, but it's about transforming how you engage with them, turning every situation into an opportunity for growth, learning, and creation. For me, the way this has taken root in my life, being at cause has been about adopting a transformative approach to my life. It's been about seeing things in new ways and from a new perspective that allows me to create powerful and effective responses to whatever comes my way. Whatever comes my way. And this again goes beyond that positive thinking. I am actively participating in the creation of my experience and the meaning, going back to 2 or 3 videos ago, the meaning I derive from it. I'm really paying attention to the meaning I make of the upsets in my life. And because I'm paying attention to that, it gives me more powerful access to being at cause. Let me give it just a couple more examples. And the types of examples I gave in that last clip, that last recording, I don't think were as what I would describe as relevant to one's emotional life. So, one of the things that I have always been very reactive to is criticism, particularly criticism at work. And how it has shown up for me is I'll get defensive, I can get upset, um, and it is served to demotivate me. I've even become resentful. That was me being at effect of. So, what I've learned to do and what I'm learning to do because I am in process, is I acknowledge the emotional discomfort, but I take criticism as an opportunity for growth. And I don't want you to hear me saying it's easy. It's not. I'm growing into my capacity to do this. So I'll hear a criticism, and what I'm starting to do now is just look at how I'm relating to criticism. What am I making it mean? So, in that sense, I'm really assessing the feedback, but doing it in a very objective way. And then what I do is I consider it. I consider the criticism or the feedback, and I take action to improve. And then what I do is I just see it as a step toward my own personal and professional development. So I'm not requiring anything of the other person, but I'm seeing things in new ways. And that has given me an incredible amount of power and access. And again, what I want to go back to is I am in process. This has taken time. This has not been easy, but step by step. Then I want to also use an example and using myself, um, responding to conflict. I, like many other human beings, I don't like conflict. And often in conflict, I have feelings that come up around anger, resentment, hurt. And I often believed that the other person's actions are the direct cause of my emotional turmoil. And I'll say things like, they made me so angry. Now, because I am committed to living my life at cause, I take responsibility for my emotional response. And I recognize that while the other person's actions may have triggered feelings and thoughts, that I have the power to choose how I respond. And these days, the approach to that response often includes looking through empathy and really, really trying to seek to understand the other person's perspective and working towards alignment that is in alignment with what matters to me and my values. My loves, I truly hope my message has been impactful. It is a message that I believe in and I stand for, and there will be more. I am inviting you just to take on the practice of really noticing this week of where you are at effect and where you can be at cause in your own life. So I thank you for listening, and I look forward, I really do, to connecting next time. Bye bye, my loves.